Starting to get some. He has not been overly sharp today, though.
LaDuca the batter, and a strike call. Our game this afternoon brought to you in part by Continental Airlines, and there's a big bird waiting for us. We don't know when we're going to get on it or where we're going. We do know that Continental will take us. Swing and a foul by LaDuca. Continental Airlines with more than 200 destinations in 42 countries worldwide. Continental Airlines, work hard, fly right.
Pretty amazing when you can say a guy hasn't been overly sharp when he's got a two-hitter working through 6 innings.
He spoils you, that's why.
Well, his stuff is that good, and he's got such tremendous deception between the changeup, that slider that he's so good with, and the fastball.
LaDuca's walk popped up to Biggio down the right field line by the bullpen. Smash. Cammy, come and get it. Fire on to Bags. 2 down. That's 9 ground ball outs now. Getting toward the top of the hour, they're going to send up Vizcaino. But before he bats, we break it on the Astros radio network. Pitch to Vizcaino, who struck out to end the game yesterday. Here's a swing and a foul back. Struck out against Wagner for that big win in yesterday's game. And Hampton, isn't he rising to the occasion again? Coming back early, trying to win 2 in 1 week. Swing, smash, fair by third. Cammy, long throw, and couldn't get him because the ball took a dig into the dirt. Bagwell tried to save it for him. Oh, what an effort Caminetti made. Diving across the line and still making a great throw. It's a base hit for Vizcaino.
Well, starting to look more and more like a Mike Hampton game. A lot of ground balls to third base. That throw from Caminetti with a lot on it had Bagwell in that mid-hop range. That's the toughest.
Second baseman, number 21, Eric Miller.
Oh, that's a Dick Clark hit then.
Mid-hop, huh?
Fly ball right. Should be easy for Everett. Camp and grab. Side retired. All right, it's time. 7th inning stretch in the Dome. It's time to enjoy it. Get them up at home and join the folks in the Dome. Astros are on top in this game, and then some. It's 9-1. All right, crowd settling down. We got a new pitcher. And Gutierrez takes a strike. Got a string bean right-hander out there.
For the Dodgers, it's Alan Mills, big right-hander.
And the pitch swung on. High fly ball. Right center going to hang up a long time. It'll come back for Mondesi. And there's one away here in the bottom of the 7th inning.
Alan Mills on the year, a 3-4 record. 3.79 ERA. The league hitting .264 against him with 10 home runs.
Bill Spiers going to pinch hit after that big hit yesterday, and what he's done this year, he ought to get a thunderous welcome. Listen to this for Spiers.
Now, Bill Spiers' work does not go unnoticed. I think he truly is one of the favorites around here.
Billy Spiers had that big hit yesterday to give the cushion to Lima. And the first pitch from Mills, swinging and coming up empty on a foul tip. And it's strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. Spiers batting with nobody on and 1 away. Biggio's on deck. Astros lead 9-1. Pitch on the way, down and out. Great to see a lot of the sponsors out again today. Continental with a group down here. And KTRH, our flag station, with a lot of folks in the Star Suites today. Thanks to all of them at KTRH for helping us out all year. Here's the pitch to Spiers. Look out, almost got him in the lead elbow. Continental, Exxon with a group down right above the third base dugout where they have that group all the time. 2 balls, 1 strike. 1 out in the 7th. Swing and a foul back. And one of our new sponsors this year on the pregame, and made the players and the coaches all very happy with those gifts. And let me show you what I got here in my pocket today, Alan. I don't have any money, so it's obviously something else.
I see you digging past the money.
Swing and a miss by Spires. Heads or tails?
I'm going to go with heads.
Says Truluck's good luck.
Just keep that horseshoe pointed upward. Keep all the good luck in there.
Number 7, Craig.
They've been great to us, haven't they?
Outstanding. Mike Armstrong's become a great friend, a wonderful sponsor, and does great work with all the charity golf tournaments. Now has one of his own, the Bad Pants. Hey, you can play in that. Just pick anything out of your wardrobe, Alan.
That's the way it's going to go on the last day of the season, huh?
This ain't the last day.
Regular season, buddy.
Oh, okay.
Because we're not playing another day this regular season.
You got that right. Biggio has had a double in 2 trips, a sacrifice, and a walk. Biggio facing Mills. We're in the bottom of the 7th. The Astros are on top 9-1. Swing and a foul back.
Well, you know, there was a lot of talk about any way you can get into the postseason. And I realize there's still 2.5 innings to play, and that's a lot of baseball. But that anything would be satisfactory. And obviously, you just want to get into the postseason. But I think there's a lot of pride about being able to hang that Central Division flag up there one more time.
You better believe it. Inside the Biggio, 1-2.
Of course, that's not the ultimate goal, but that's one of the steps that you really want to pick up. And I think that makes this game, again, extremely big for the Houston organization.
Well, you heard Jerry talk about it on his show today. Getting that 3rd Central title. There's a swing at a ball in the dirt. Catcher will pick it up and fire. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for Mills. Struck out 2 in the inning. So the 8th inning is coming. The Reds aren't playing. It's raining. The Mets won. The Astros are leading 9-1. As we get ready to go to the 8th, Jose Cabrera has come on.
Milo, one other big thing happened on this date. Back in 1990, George Brett became the first player to win a batting title in 3 different decades. Of course, we got a chance to talk with George earlier this year. Pretty amazing feat right there.
And with the pitching change brought to you by Geico Direct, one 15-minute phone call could save you 15% or more in car insurance. Cabrera's first pitch, a strike called to Mark Gridlanick.
Jose Cabrera comes in with a 4-0 record. He is the vulture. 25 outings and a 194 batting average against.
Here's the 0-1 and a strike called 0-2. Remember to call 1-800-947-AUTO. Geico Direct, the sensible alternative. We're in the 8th inning, and we'll be looking at the Major League scoreboard here. And the pitch, a little tight on the letters 1 and 2. The 8th inning scoreboard brought to you by Southwestern Bell Call Waiting ID Service. Thanks to the folks at Southwestern Bell being a part of our family again in 99. Here's the 1-2 to Gridlanick. Swing and a miss. And he struck him out. See who's behind the beep with Southwestern Bell Call Waiting ID as we take a look at the scoreboard. I tell you, Hampton gave you one of the reasons he's turned out to be such a fine pitcher. He won today without the good stuff and without the good location, but he wouldn't let it get him.
He now has that ability, and he has a shot at his 22nd win on the year with just 4 losses.
There's a looping liner into right center, base hit off the bat of Mondesi. His 2nd hit today, his 3rd hit in the series. And that's only their 4th hit of the day. You know, if Hampy hangs on, and every indication is that he will, he would break 2 of Joe Niekro's records in one day. Did Joe find you today?
Yeah, Joe was in here. And he apparently is a big Mike Hampton fan at this stage. He's had a chance to watch Mike pitch a couple of times. Really enjoys what he sees. And, you know, I'll bet Joe would love to have gone on being the all-time winning record holder, 21 wins in a season. But I think he's glad to see the torch passed.
Swinging a liner to center. Barker back. Barker there. Oh, that speed. You can't replace it. No substitute. And did he go back and get that hard line drive or what?
The one quality really required on a play like that, a line shot from Eric Karros, is instincts. And Glenn Barker certainly seems to have instincts to go along with the great speed.
2 away, and it'll bring up Devon White. American League, Tampa Bay beat the Yankees 6-2. Randy Wynn hit a grand slam to push a 6-run inning up there for Tampa Bay to beat the Yankees. Boston edged Baltimore 1-0. Pitch to White. Did he go? I thought we would get a little question from Eusebio, but he didn't ask. 1 ball, no strikes to White. White today has walked, struck out, and bounced out to Bagwell. Here's the pitch. Swing and a pop foul up here out of play. Toronto, with Wells winning his 17th, beat Cleveland 9-2. Cleveland's gone into a little funk here. Burba, their big winner, got beat today. Cheo Cruz hit his 14th. Batista hit his 26th. Detroit, Kansas City rained out. Swing and a miss by White. 1-2. Minnesota 1, White Sox 1. They've had 2 rain delays there today. They're in the bottom of the 7th now, tied at a run apiece at New Comiskey. Here is the 1-2 from Cabrera. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and the side has been retired. Cabrera, he's moved to up in the pecking order in the last month, I want to tell you. We're in the middle of the 8th. The Astros lead at 9-1. Now this from your local station. To go to the bottom of the 8th. The crowd, another 50,000 crowd, 52,033 to be here for the game. See the Astros clinch another division and all the ceremonies that will follow.
And the Dodgers come on with another new pitcher. It's Mike Maddox. We've seen him already in the series. 1-1 on the year for Maddox, a 3.84 ERA. He's working in his 53rd game of the year. League hitting .276 against him.
He is their 7th pitcher. He got lit up yesterday by Spires.
Well, I think this crowd is primed and ready to celebrate.
How about you and me?
Well, let's go ahead and join them. We've been part of the crowd all year long.
Texas and Anaheim, 0-0. They played 5. Seattle leading Oakland 1-0 as Halama tries to win his 12th. National League, Atlanta had a heyday. What a crazy game that must have been. 21 hits, 18 runs, and they played a patchwork lineup, but they got Glavine his 14th win. Only 1 home run in all of that. Crazy game we played. Here's a strike call to Javier. Javier had a big double in the 6th. He scored twice today and driven in 1 run. Bagwell on deck. Mets won it in the 9th, beating Pittsburgh 2-1. Tight on the hands. A ball and a strike. Philadelphia got 4 in the 8th, knocked off Montreal at the vet 6-5. Polite got the win. Vladimir Guerrero hit his 42nd home run. What a year. The sky's the limit for him, isn't it, Alan? There's a bouncer to second. Nice, convenient hop for Young. Takes care of Javier, 1 down in the 8th.
I think Vladimir Guerrero clearly is a guy who could win a Triple Crown, certainly an MVP title more than 1 time in years to come.
Number 5.
They're still in a long rain delay in St. Louis, 9-5 Cardinals. But it is not a complete game yet, is it? Well, it ought to be because the Cubs batted in the 5th.
What would you say to Jeff Bagwell finishing out his last at bat in the Dome going deep?
How about right center? Strike call.
I'll let him pick his poison right here, but I think it would only be fitting for Jeff.
San Francisco on top of Colorado, 7-5. They're in the bottom of the 6th. Bichette hit his 34th. Cincinnati, Milwaukee, still a rain delay. High foul way down the right side above our bullpen. For Scott Ellerton is loosening. Arizona with home runs by Gilkey. And Barajas. 3-0 Arizona. Anderson with that lead early for the D-backs. 0-2 to Bagwell. He has not had a hit in this series. So that'd be another reason to see him collect something here. 0-2. Hit him on the fist. Fly ball center, and it'll drop. White's going to play back for Baggy, you know that. A jam shot and base hit.
Well, we'll take it, but a little thumber to center field for a base hit, his last at bat in the regular season in the Astrodome. Maybe not the way he would have liked to have done it.
Here is Everett, 1 for 3 plus a walk. We've taken our entire look at the 8th inning scoreboard. That's the last time we'll do it this year. As far as looking at both leagues in complete alignment. And the scoreboard brought to you here in the 8th by Southwestern Bell. Call waiting ID service. Fouled off. But if you think there won't be any more scores today, well, you know we always save the best for last. The Alan Ashby scoreboard and the post-game show. 0-1 to Everett. Pops it foul back up this way. 0-2. Caminetti's on deck. The 4 runs in the first inning were great, but there are a lot of walks in there. Big double by Ward drove in 3, but I thought the home run by Caminetti really got the crowd going full tilt. Pitch down and in, and I think that they're going to say to Everett, Brian Gorman's trying to tell him you swung at that ball.
He swung at a pitch that actually hit him in the thigh of his left leg.
So it's 0-2.
Not that inconceivable with a guy that stands almost on that inside corner.
Well, he practically got a toe on there. Everett's trying to ask Jerry Crawford, the senior umpire at second, to move over to the shortstop side, but Jerry's got his arms crossed and he ain't moving. Smash foul. Look out down there in those. That hit so hard into the lower boxes by our bullpen that it jumped out back into left field. Whoa, did that get in there? 0-2. Astros on top 9-1. Swing and a miss. Everett strikes out for the 3rd time today. 2 away. First strikeout for Maddox. And here is Caminetti. Bases loaded, walk, home run, strikeout, and another walk. It is 13th homer of the year in the 3rd inning at that time. Moved the score up to 5-1. Ball gets away from LaDuca, and trotting to second is Bagwell. See what Ivy McLemore puts up on that. Wild pitch. Ivy aims to please. Down low a ball. We'll play on words there. You know, he's a big high ranker over at AIM now, and they brought a lot of folks to the games this year. Ready for a 2-0 to Cammy. Line foul. They're aiming at you down there, folks. That one didn't get in the boxes. Skip clear down by Coca-Cola corner. Bagwell at second. 2 outs in the inning. Cammy had a big rip and fouled it back. 2 balls, 2 strikes. I got a kick out of Ken Caminetti's dad the other day. Came in for the series. And I was telling him, I said, you know, after Kenny got off that DL, off that torn calf, he's really been having some big hits. Well, I found out right away where Cammy gets it. His dad looked at me, didn't bat an eye, and says, that's what he gets paid to do. So the apple didn't fall far from the tree, did it?
I'm surprised his dad was ready to come around, or maybe that Cam was willing to let his dad come around again. He pulled that calf muscle in San Francisco with his dad in the crowd that day.
That's right. A payoff pitch due to Caminetti. Maddox will stretch, look to second, bring it to Cammy. And a foul down there again above our bullpen. Whoa! That's got him standing and waving white handkerchiefs. You can't beat fun at the old ballpark. Here's the pitch. Down and in, he walked him. Third time that Cammy's walked in this game. The 10th time that an Astro has walked in this game. 10 walks, 8 hits.
Center fielder, number 29.
Here's Barker.
Barker.
Had a hit and drove in a run. Remember I told you when Barker went in to run and he probably wished that Hergus had been in the game. He'd had 2 hits against him and driven in 2 runs. Well, with the hit that he had in the 6th inning against them now for the year, Barker's 3 for 3 with 3 RBIs. Strike called, and it's 0-2 to Glenn Barker.
And that last hit of his, the first time he's been able to get a hit left-handed against the left-hand pitcher.
And it was against Bourbon. If the ribs were healed, he'd be batting right-handed against Bourbon. Down and in a ball. What's the excitement?
Well, one of those line drives, the line drive hit by Carl Everett down the right field side, hit a lady down in the stands, and she is thankfully walking out under her own power.
1 ball and 2 strikes.
Apparently one of the guys down in the bullpen or somewhere down there provided a ball for her.
Here's the 1-2. Swinging and tapping foul. Well, there's another mile to go in this game in order to be able to unfurl another Central Division flag. Astros are leading 9-1 in the bottom of the 8th inning. 2 on, 2 out. Crowds him on the lead shoulder, and Barker now with a 2-ball, 2-strike count. Still a rain delay at Milwaukee. The Mets won their game 2-1. The Astros trying to solve another piece of the puzzle if they win this one. Here's the 2-2. Almost hit him, and it's a full count. Runners will be ready to go. Bagwell second. Caminetti first. Automatic with a full count and 2 away. Maddox ready. Milo Hamilton with Alan Ashby ready to wrap up another big year and then get down on the field for the ceremonies. Here's a bouncer. Second baseman coming to get it. Little short hop, and he just barely got Barker, who can really pick him up and lay him down. And a hit and a walk, you leave 2. The 9th inning is next, and don't you think the crowd is in it now? We go to the 9th. Another flag ready to break and be unfurled. Houston leading 9-1. All right. He may be out of breath, but he can still talk. That voice, some of you may not know, belongs to Mike the Loose Cannon, who's our producer engineer. And I have to say it on the air. I've said it so many other places. Absolutely the most versatile talent I've ever worked with in a half a century.
Oh, come on.
He can do things with recording equipment that'll dazzle you. He's a great fellow to have in your booth. He's a wonderful friend. He's a great compadre in the broadcasting department. He's our producer engineer. And if you've caught your breath after all that talking, Loose Cannon, thanks for everything. What a job you do.
Well, thank you.
Stop it, Milo. He's coming with us to Enron.
Yeah, I'm coming with you. You know, it's funny. Bob Green sat in Colt Stadium and watched them build the Astrodome. And so for me to have the opportunity to do the same thing here as we move into Enron Field is really a thrill. And to work with a Hall of Famer and my Astros buddy is about all a guy could ask for.
And what a team. Thank you, Mike loose cannon. There's a shot off the glove of Gutierrez. Beltre really hammered that ball off Powell, and he is on to start the ninth. Adrian.
One thing about Luce, he is all he's cracked up to be.
And another thing is, we're glad that he sits behind us, because the spotlight's in this booth.
All right, that's enough.
But like he says, there are only so many perfect heads in the world, and they cover the rest of them with hair. That's a Cannon quote, folks. Hubbard with a 1-0 count. Beltre on with an infield hit. He smashed it off the fingertips of Goody. This crowd, you can almost feel like they want to get up and get ready to celebrate. But we need 3 outs. Swing and a foul back by Hubbard, who has struck out twice today. The other time bounced out to Caminetti. And wait a minute, Jay Bird. Cammy's working on a shoestring. Now he's ready. So's Powell. Stretching and delivering. Down and out. 3 balls and a strike.
There we go. Now the crowd's starting to get the Houston Astros thing going.
I think they're doing 3-peat Astros. And a strike call to Hubba Hubba.
I'd have to say back in 1980, 81 as well, and 1986, hearing the crowd really get that chant going was one of the most amazing memories I have as a player here.
Here's the 3-2. Down a ball, and 2 men are on. Come on, Jay Bird. Don't prolong it here. Fourth walk to the Dodgers in the game. 2 men are on, and nobody's out. And the batter is the catcher, Paul LaDuca, who's 0 for 2 plus a walk. Well, we had the big Mike, the loose cannon. And not all nicknames are appropriate or fit, because Mike Acosta we named Little Mike. There's a high pop down behind first. Bagwell backpedals, has it. 1 away. Our intern this year, and what a nice job he's done. He's a student at U of H. And we'll probably hear big things from Mike Acosta someday.
He is outstanding.
Keeps a nice, neat scorecard, doesn't he?
I'll tell you what, he does that and everything else asked here.
But he's not a fan, did you notice? He's only got every Astro jersey they sell in the gift shop.
He knows what's going on, too.
I know where he spent all his intern money. This is Hansen pinch hitting. Down and in a ball. Good pinch hitter up here, Dave Hansen. Runners first and second, 1 out, 9th inning. Another big crowd of over 50,000 waiting to celebrate. Outside, 2-0. Jay Bird, you got to throw strikes. First batter, Beltre, got an infield hit, then a walk to Hubbard. Hansen, the pinch hitter. Here's the pitch. And it's ball 3. Not going to be able to finish off a game here. Doug Henry throwing in the bullpen. Here's the pitch. And a strike call. You know, we don't have to bring Wagner on in every game. 3 balls, 1 strike.
Billy will not see the turf in this one.
And a strike call, full count. Beltre leads at second. Hubbard at first, 1 out. The crowd wants a strikeout on a 3-2. But it's a foul ball up above us, and it holds at 3-2.
Let's go ahead and turn double play number 176 on the air right now.
bring another payoff. 2 on, 1 out. Here it is. Smashed to short, and it went through Gutierrez. It's on the carpet, and it's ricocheting clear out to the left center field warning track. 2 runs are in, and Hansen's going to end up at third base. It's a double, 2 RBIs, and an E8, allowing Hansen to get to third.
Well, it certainly was not an easy play by any means for Ricky Gutierrez, but it was a ball that would have been a double play had he been able to put the glove on it.
It's now 9-3. Runner at third, 1 out, 9th inning. Young, the batter. Pitch on the way, high inside a ball.
I do not understand an error on the center fielder on that play. Glenn Barker gave every effort possible to shut that down.
Pitch to Young, swinging and fouling up to the right, out of play. 1-1 to the second baseman, Eric Young. Gridzlanik is on deck. Yeah, his dive to try to shut it off, then it scooted away from him.
He was on a full dive.
Popped into shallow right. Biggio there. Squeeze it, Bidge. Runner at third won't make a move. Fired into Eusebio. And the Dodgers are down to an out.
In my book, Milo, it would probably be Ricky Gutierrez that would tell you he should have caught that ball in the first place.
This is Gridzlanik with a runner at third. Everybody's up in here. Pitch on the way. Strike call. Runner at third, 2 down, 2 runs are in. Astros lead 9-3, 9th inning. Here's the pitch. Seawright called. 0-2.
Now the fans are letting it loose.
Light bulbs going everywhere. Here's the pitch. And a line drive to center and a base hit, and another run is in on an 0-2 pitch. 9-4. Jaybird giving us palpitations here. And Larry Dierker's on his way. Got to get somebody to shut the door here.
They're calling for Wagner. I don't think
well,
that's
if it was
happen.
9-6, we'd probably see him. So Powell's going to get a chance to shut it out. See the batter. He's 2 for 4 today. Driven in one of their runs. The Dodgers aren't rolling over. Ready for the pitch to Mondesi. Swing and a miss.
Well, Raul Mondesi, you know what's on his mind. He wants one more RBI at least. He has 99 as he stands in.
Stretching. Runner at first is going. Did he swing? They're asking for an appeal. First base umpire palms down, no swing. Fielder's indifference allows Gridzlanik to get to second. Powell's thrown him 2 straight sliders. The count is even at a ball and a strike. Powell looks to second. Brings it to Mondesi. Fouls it back, and here's another 2-strike count. Waited too long. Mondesi steps out on him.
This is it right here, Marlo.
Now they're both ready again. Here's the pitch. Tapping foul. Base of the screen. And the crowd lets out a moan. They want to let it all bust out here. 3-run inning for the Dodgers. They hadn't scored 3 runs all weekend. Sign given by Tony Eusebio. Powell stretches, looks to second. Pitch to Mondesi. Whoa! He didn't get a call. Looked like for a split second the game was going to be over.
Watching a replay, that ball was very, very close.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs.
If that missed, it didn't miss by more than a hair.
This crowd pulling yet again for Powell to end it. 2-2 pitch. Down a ball, and it's 3-2. Well, Jay Bird, if you're trying to make it interesting, you certainly have. Whoa! I know sometimes that 3rd out is tough to get, especially when it's the 27th out.
They just don't want to get in a situation here where a tying runner comes to the plate.
3-2 pitch. Fouling it out of play. Everybody hoping that as they flash those cameras, they get the last out. Mondesi hanging tough in there with a 3-2.
Well, you didn't think it was going to happen easily, did you, with the way things went this year?
When you came off that rough road trip, you knew this week would be tough. Here's a payoff. He struck him out. Game is over. Astros win. Astros beat the Dodgers. It's another Central Division crown for the Houston Astros. And let the fun begin. center field upper deck. There's the banner that says it all. Houston Astros, champions of the Central Division, 97, 98, and 99. Record. And what else did he do? He chipped in with a hit in the 6th inning and scored an insurance run. Happiness is alive and well in Houston, Texas. Alan Ashby, after coming off that tough road trip, knowing you were going to have to face the red-hot Cincinnati Reds, and then, knowing you'd have to look at a hot Dodger club late in the year, you said it, nothing was going to be easy, but they rose to the occasion.
You knew you had to come back here to the Dome and win some games. We split with the Reds. It turned out to be good enough, winning 2 out of 3 against a Dodger club that has really turned it around. And I think being able to watch this crowd enjoy the players, and in turn watch the players enjoy the crowd, makes it all worthwhile.
We'll be back with the final totals right after this message. Well, the Astros out-hit them 8-7, took full advantage of early walks, and win it 9-4. The big figure, Mike Hampton, 22-4. Let those Cy Young ballot voters take a long look at Mike Hampton's year. Stay tuned for the postgame. The final today, as another Central flag has been unfurled. Astros win and beat the Dodgers 9-4.
Astros play-by-play has been brought to you by Houston Coca-Cola. Always refreshment for the fans. Always Coca-Cola. By Continental Airlines. Work hard. Fly right. By Landmark Chevrolet, the nation's #1 Chevy volume dealer. By Methodist Healthcare System. Insist on Methodist for all your healthcare needs. By Ozarka, straight from nature to you. By Randall's, your remarkable store. By Southwestern Bell, your friendly neighborhood global communications company. By the new Dodge. See your friendly Texas Dodge dealer today. By Dairy Queen, meet me at DQ for an icy cold misty slush. By Houston Cellular, your phone works virtually everywhere in and around Houston and from coast to coast. By Bud Light, for the great taste that won't fill you up and never let you down, make it a Bud Light. By Christus St. Joseph Hospital, serving you from the heart of Houston. By Van Berkeley Eye Center, where dreams of clear vision become reality. By Dynegy, Houston's dynamic energy company. By Diamond Shamrock and Stop and Go, drop by after the game for an ice-cold fountain drink and your favorite snack. By the best in Texas, your Texas Ford dealers, home of the #1 selling cars and trucks in Texas. By Nabisco Cookies and Crackers, your #1 source for great-tasting, wholesome snacks. And by Gallery Furniture. Visit GalleryFurniture.com and you can have the furniture of your dreams delivered anywhere in the country. Astros Baseball is produced by the Astros Broadcast Department. Jamie Hildreth, director. Now stay tuned for the Astros postgame show. This is the Astros Radio Network.
For the extravaganza that will take place down on the field. We took advantage of Robinson Chaco's wildness in the first inning. Caminetti walked. That made it 1-0. And then they said a youngster would lead you, and Darrell Ward took this rip. There's a line drive in the right center field. It's a gapper. Bagwell scores. Everett is scoring. Here comes Caminetti. It's a 3-run double by Darrell Ward. Holy Toledo, what a hit for that youngster. And the Astros lead 4-0. And finally, Alan Ashby, after all the frustration of the past month, not taking advantage on all the walks we were getting, hey, we made him pay for the bases on balls. Then Caminetti really got the crowd into it in the third with his 13th homer way up into right field. And the Astros build up a big lead. Hampton gave you everything he had, pitched a marvelous game.